Hey, welcome. I want to show you a little bit about how to desensitize your horse or get horse used to something that they're afraid of. And it doesn't matter what it is. I've been texting with a guy from actually in France who's having some trouble getting a saddle on his horse. He's got a young horse, and I told him to use approach and retreat. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And this is Tanner, and what's interesting is when I first got him about 3-4 weeks ago, I worked with him with a tarp, plastic tarp, and he seemed okay. He was fine with that. I think maybe he'd seen it before. And then yesterday it was raining, so I thought, well, I'll just throw my rain slicker up over the saddle to protect my saddle from the rain. And he did that right there. Actually, he did it with a lot more intensity yesterday than he did just then. Okay, and this is it has a little bit of a smell to it. And so what you do when your horse is afraid of something, you approach them with it, and then you take it away. Then you can go a little bit closer and take it away. The explanation for that is this: predators in a wild situation don't back up. Mountain lions don't go backwards. And he's never seen a mountain lion, but his instinct tells him that if something's going away from him, that it's not dangerous. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll come in here, I'll let him smell it. Okay, he's okay with that. Now I'll see, can I take it to his neck? And so he got a little bothered, but he accepted it. Okay, take it away. Come in here again. And depending on how scared your horse is and how bad the problem is, this might take, a while. I've had some really scared Mustangs where it might have taken me weeks or even months to get them used to something that really bothered them. Okay, so he's handling that pretty well. Now can he handle this? Okay. So yesterday what I did I just assumed, and it was starting to rain and I was trying to keep the rain off my saddle, I just assumed he'd be fine with it, and I just walked up and threw it on his back. And he wasn't fine. Where are you, Tanner? Okay, let's do the other side. Different side, different horse. So see him raise his head again. And he's kind of trying to block me a little bit here. Okay, all right. Okay, so now I'm just going to drag it on the ground and let him follow it for a minute. And it makes some noise. Yeah. And he's actually handling this a whole lot better today than he did yesterday. This is a smart horse, so he kind of thought about it, I'm sure, and realized it probably wasn't that big a deal after it was over. Okay, now let's just see what happens if I toss it up like this. And just gently touch him with it. Okay, so since I did this right, he's handling it okay. Yesterday I didn't do it right, okay? I didn't really, I wasn't really prepared for him having a problem with it. But there you go, so that bothered him a little. Got caught there. Okay. So you can see he's a little bit nervous about it being back there. So let me pull it off. And I could have left it on there and he might have gotten you can do that. I prefer not to. I only do that really in extreme situation. If I've got a horse that just can't figure it out, then I might put it up there and leave it, but I prefer not to. Okay, now I'm going to ask him to walk. See, that's a little better. That's a little better. There. And how long does this take? You guys heard me say this many times, it takes as long as it takes. Okay? If you can do it in 5 minutes, great. If it takes 5 hours, it takes 5 hours. It takes 5 days, it takes 5 days. And with a really, really bothered horse, you might just get it a little bit better and then come back tomorrow and start again. Okay, a lot of times you cannot accomplish this all in one day if they're seriously afraid of something. Okay, so he's a little better on that side than he is on this side. Okay, now let's put it back up there. Okay, now I think maybe he can walk and not get, yeah, see, that's much better. Just by giving him a couple of more approaches and retreats, then he was able to handle it and not be quite so afraid. All right, so it doesn't matter what it is, what your horse might be afraid of, that's how you fix it.